Okay, guys, welcome back to our podcast. This is episode 4. I'm so excited to be back here. I feel like it's been forever since we sat down and talked.
It's been a good minute.
I'm sorry about this little lapse in our podcasting. It was not planned, of course. As you guys are aware, we're dealing with a random situation here. It's like everything stopped. Time has stopped. So it took a little while to get back into the groove of things, but we're definitely excited to get back into it. As you guys are aware, we're dealing with a pandemic right now. It's a scary situation right now.
Yes, it is.
It's weird. So everything is kind of off. The kids are out of school. I'm sure your kids are, I think everybody's kids are out of school. So we have the kids here. Christian's therapy has stopped as well. All of it except for OT and speech. They're taking precautions, so as parents we can't go in there right now. There's only I think 2 kids in in the building while he's in session, so it's minimal exposure. They're cleaning, so I feel safe about that. But he just started that back up this week, so things are kind of a little bit starting to get back in order, but it's still weird.
Yeah, so things have changed a lot around the house and with Christian's therapies. With Christian, that he stopped doing ABA, would you say he's regressing a little, or he's still pretty consistent with everything that he's been doing, like behavior-wise?
Behavior-wise, I think I don't know if I would call it regression. It's just I feel like I've seen around social media. You're not really on like autism social media like Instagram and things like that. But I do follow a lot of parents, and I do feel like the trend that I'm seeing is that a lot of kids are more frustrated and there's more like meltdowns and tantrums and things like that. And I see that with Christian. Yeah. I think that's more like even with us, like if you think about it, like how's your mood recently, you know? It's ew,
yeah,
you know? I feel bland,
and since everything is closed, today for the first time we went out for a walk
and we were like
around the neighborhood to the park and back. We came back and we started working out. Probably the first time we work out in the last 2 weeks, and
probably the first time I move with like intention, like physical activity in like a month for me, honestly.
And
you still get movement in because you still deal with labor at work.
But I still gained 6 pounds.
I've gained 10.
But we're doing our best to move, and my goal is to do at least 30 to 60 minutes a day working out outside.
But not just us, the kids too, because I think the mood reflects just being at home, being lazy. Like it's different when you're at home and you know you can go out and do stuff, but when you know that like this is the only thing you can do, be at home. Like Christian has been chilling like nonstop, like he's like wanting to go on the bed. He still has his trampoline, but like that's not the same. So even like us going for a walk today, it was like he was already whining about walking. So we want to make sure that they're getting that activity in. So we're gonna aim for more physical activity moving forward.
At least an hour a day.
Yeah, because it's easy for your mood to reflect what you're feeling based on like how you're living, you know.
And I see it a lot in all of us, not just Christian, but I noticed that all we want to do is grab a snack. Christian, he has nothing to do, so
he wants to go
like
eat.
Every 15-20 minutes he's looking in the kitchen
or like grabbing our arms, trying to get us up.
But we're the same way. We're getting chips, you know.
Like right now I'm not hungry and I'm like I could go for a pizza, you know, just because the sound of it sounds good. Yeah, like I'm not even hungry, but it could even be thirst, but I'm confusing it.
Or just to combine popcorn in a movie.
Oh, that sounds good. But it's hard because like I said, there's more frustration going on. He's never really been throwing tantrums, but he has bursts of frustration. So if we tell him no, you'll see him like doing this like little dance of annoyance. He might cry out, but then he'll run out and calm down by himself. But he doesn't like throw a full-on fit, you know?
Yeah.
So we are still working on that, like just saying no, you know? It sucks because I think I was telling my mom, he's 6 years old and he looks like he's 8 or 9 and he has the physical strength of that too. So when you tell him no, he's like, you better get up, you know? Like pulling me for real.
Today, when I woke up, since I slept with Haiti in her room, I just fell asleep in her room, and you fell asleep with Christian. This morning, he woke me up, and I didn't know it was him. I thought it was you, and that's when it hit me like, wow.
Because he's big, he's long.
Christian he looks like almost like a young adult, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but he's like over 4 feet already, huh?
He's tall. He's like this close to passing Haiti. I swear, I'm like, Haiti, it's about to be that time. She always gets mad. No, it's not.
He is big, and today it hit me like how big he is.
Yeah, so like that's what we mean by like he's not a little kid pulling you to try to get stuff. Like it's like a full on like big boy.
And he's strong.
And like he protests strong. That, and I'm like, no, Christian, you already ate, and it's like, no, so we want to tackle that before he gets like it's not aggression, but there's like a firmness to his like get up, So we want him to understand like, no, we're not gonna eat right now, and that's that. So it's hard to ignore, but you gotta ignore it. Like if he already ate and we're not gonna give him food, no means no.
And that is a concern, especially if someone's taking care of him, since your mom,
my mom,
my aunt, and even a little bit beyond that, if he's doing a therapy, we don't want him to get a little physical with the therapist because it could get out of hand. And we're not saying that he does that, but we want to avoid stuff like that he uses his aggression like that.
And it's not even aggression to use his force. There's a force with Christian. So a lot of times also when he's playful, I don't know if I mentioned in my last vlog, he likes the way that I play with Christian is kind of wrestling, tickle fights, and like he likes to be carried in like a playful way, like, oh, my little sweet boy, and like I hold him up and he knows he's big, so it's like a little snake, like he's like trying to tangle himself on you. But he tries to do that with other people where he just like his therapist, like when it's free time, he wants to sit on them and get like deep pressure. Like he does this thing where he wants like that, So so for him, he likes that and it's playful. But at the same time, if his RBT or his speech person is like 5'0" or 5'2", that's where it becomes an issue. And at this point, it's not, but 2 years from now, it could be, So we want to tackle it before he gets aggressive, like where he can tell us, like, he wants a hug, whatever way he needs to tell us, or like you want to sit on me, not just like forced.
And especially right now, it's not the time to be doing it since we're all doing the social distancing.
I know, yeah. So, and then even going out with him right now for walks is hard because he's always been texture oriented, so he wants to touch the floor and he wants to touch the plant as he's following, and I'm anxious overall about everything that's going on, so I'm walking and I feel like, don't touch that, no, Christian. And like Hugo went to, I don't know where he was doing, and then I told him like, he touched the floor, babe. I'm like freaking out already, so it's a struggle even just going out with him right now.
But going back to the whole eating thing, how he's been just wanting to eat just because he probably feels a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
What I did was I grabbed the bag of beans and I poured it on the plate and I just let him play with it, and he was
Sensory
there.
even.
Yeah, he was there just playing with it for like 15-20 minutes, just like filling the beans out and picking them up and just digging his hands in there, and he was having fun with it. Yeah,
and today you did the rice and he liked that too. It's just a little messy, but it entertains him for a little bit. Yeah, so it's been going good. What else? Do we have any other updates?
Well, he just started going back to speech and OT.
Which, that went well. Oh my God, the work.
How was his, you never told me, how was his comeback? Did he have any aggression?
They said he didn't. Like I said, I can't go in there, but they said that they were surprised at like how calm he was, and he wasn't putting things in his mouth as much as he used to. So
I did notice that he stopped sucking his thumb
as much. Yeah.
He still does it, but
not just because. It's more of there's a reason for it, which we're trying to still like redirect that, but back maybe like a month ago, it was more like all the time,
Yeah.
And we did get the chewy back, which maybe that's why it's helping, he's getting that like that need on his jaw met more than like the sucking of his thumb.
That's one of the things I'm concerned with Christian and going out in public nowadays, because he likes to put everything in his mouth, and it's never the right time, but especially right now, it's definitely not the right time. And that's
I have to hold his hands.
That's my concern when we go out. I don't want him to.
Which they haven't gone to the stores with us for that reason mostly. Haiti, I feel like she understands, but I'm still worried, so I never take her out. I don't know if we mentioned it, we're still working. We probably didn't mention this. We're still technically considered essential workers, so Hugo is out literally in the front line. He distributes products for Pepsi, so he's out there in like how many grocery stores?
At the moment, 6, because I also I do ordering for the casinos, and the strip shut down, so I don't deliver to the casinos, and as of right now, I'm doing a little bit outside the strip.
So he's out there, it sucks because in a way, like, you are being exposed to whatever is out there, and he takes precaution, of course, hand sanitizer, gloves, everything that he can do, you are doing. You're trying to distance yourself from other customers, and it's not too bad right now, right? It's not like how it used to be where everybody was rushing to the stores.
Yeah, and a big plus is that usually we would go in at 5 and maybe finish around 3, and right now the company wants us to go in earlier, so we're not with the customers as much.
Less exposure
with the consumers, and the stores open later. So if they open around 9, and by 9 I'm pretty much like halfway done.
Yeah, so it's scary. Like when I wake up in the morning, he wakes up, I make breakfast, and when I'm saying bye, I'm always like, be careful. He's like, I always am, but it's just still in your thoughts. Like there could be somebody out there that's sick, and you could be out there and bring it in, but you always take off your clothes, you always wash your hands. Everything that we need to do, he's doing. And I'm still working as an RBT, but the company did take precautions. I think honestly, we're probably one of the only companies open right now that's doing it like services like face to face, and we are taking a lot of precautions. Our ABA center closed, and every RBT only has one client, and the BCBA only sees one client, so it's very minimal exposure, and I feel safe about it. So it's still different than not working, but for us, the only thing that's really changed is the fact that the kids are home. Haiti needs a lot of help with school because there's like 5 hours of school that they want. Christian, he needs us a little bit more because he's always at home, and we need to try to get his brain, what is it called? Like, not active, but like we need to try to stimulate his brain. Yeah, like with fun stuff and not just be bored. He's always active, but we want to make sure to get him going, as much as we can. So we're still working, and the life is still moving on for us, but it still feels weird. Like it would probably feel weirder if we weren't working. Like this week, I was off for a whole week for spring break, and I feel weird. Like like even going out now, I'm like, it's dangerous out there. It is a different vibe than when you're working. I feel like
it definitely is. And today, what I suggested to my wife was let's have weekly goals, monthly goals, and the ultimate goals, right?
Not just finance, like finance, kid-wise, house-wise, chore-wise, everything.
Fitness, and that's what we did. We ended up setting some goals, and this is one of them, right? Recording, because we were slacking.
Oh my God,
and we're sorry, guys. We apologize that we haven't been recording as much, but
it's weird. Like
there's a lot going on, and we have time to do it, but then again, we don't have time.
I feel like we have time, but something in our brain is kind of like I said, the meh feeling, the bleh, like everything that's going on.
We definitely don't want to give that energy out.
No, we don't. So we're trying to hype ourselves up too. But like when I record, I just kind of feel like you feel this anxiety of what's going on, and then to record and be like, hey guys, welcome to our day in the life. Like this is weird. This is hard. And I in my mind, I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna wake up at 7 in the morning, and I'm gonna do this, and this, and then I wake up at like 8, and I'm just like hanging out with the kids. So I'm like, dang, a whole day wasted. But this is different times. I feel like.
And it's a little harder as well because you get the news feeds and everything that's going on, always reading the TV, the news. And today when we went for a walk, I suggested that let's just leave the phones behind, let's disconnect from everything, just go for a walk.
He does that all the time because I don't know if we mentioned it, like we were getting like chest pains that we were like, could it be this, could it be that? But it literally was anxiety. Like we were overthinking it because like I said, we're both out there still, everything that's going on, you're reading constant news, the numbers just keep going up, and you're just like, like, and he goes like, let's just go to the mountains and breathe some fresh air, and you're like, okay. And then all of a sudden he's like, is your pain gone? I'm like, yeah, it is. So that it's anxiety, and I haven't felt that in a while now because I've been trying not to read as much. My mom was like, don't freak out, like just stop reading stuff, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's
scary.
The mind is powerful, huh?
Yeah, your mind. So you have to think positive thoughts and just like not freak out and be like, I have it. Like just be like, no, I'm good. One thing that we've been doing is taking what is it? Apple cider vinegar shots, or not even shots, but we mix it with water, and we'll like take some at night. I feel like that's miracle worker right there. It's good for you. I feel like regardless,
it's a good remedy for if you're having a sore throat or whatever.
Or for
digestive system.
So that's kind of what's been going on with our lives. Just trying to take every day as we go, trying not to go crazy. How have you been handling me? How's our marriage going?
It's been going good.
I think so.
What we don't really nag or.
No, I mean it's normal for couples to bicker.
Yeah, it's more like, hey, you forgot to pick this up. I don't have clean socks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's normal. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of stories of like couples realizing how much they bicker during the quarantine because they have to stay together. And maybe because we're still working, we're not dealing with that. But I mean, we've always been together, so I don't see anything going on with that. But yeah, that's a little quick life update for you guys. Just what we've been doing throughout the quarantine, gaining weight and being lazy.
And watching movies.
And hanging out with the kids. But that's all going to change. Hopefully.
We're doing our best.
We are.
To
I think that's all
snap out of it.
Yeah.
And we hope that you guys
are hanging in there.
Yeah, hanging in there and staying safe, doing the social distancing.
Not being too hard on yourselves if you are like us and have felt kind of like, well, we're just not 100% ourselves.
Yeah, we're all going through it, and we all feel some kind of way, and
we'll get through it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna. I see the light coming.
Yeah.
The light of the tunnel coming up already.
And I'm feeling a little bit more like energized and excited to record and kind of get back to the groove of things. So hopefully this week is a little bit better and more normal.
You know what I miss?
Ice cream?
No. Just going to the gym, because when I go to the gym, I feel that it gives me that energy that I'm seeking. It just hypes me up for whatever I do. Right now I feel stiff.
Yeah.
I miss just watching a hockey game.
Yeah, I miss Target.
Just going to movie theaters.
Yeah, that's true. You just miss daily life. You realize what you take for granted, the simple things.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we shall see you very soon for another podcast and more vlogs for sure. Hopefully you guys are hanging in there and not going crazy. And stay safe, guys. We will see you guys real soon for another podcast and more videos.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.